Are fun little live streams where I kind of let you know what I'm doing. That's not just promotional, but it's how I'm working on business and how really I'm working on life. And one of the first things is talking about Endgame. Now, I am not thinking about the end game anytime soon because I hope to have many more years of work. I love my work. I want to work, clear it into my 80s if I can. But I was starting to think about this a little bit more as I've been updating some of my sheet music. It's on several different large sites for downloads, and some of those, that's just residuals that come in all the time. But I've needed to update the copy and make sure they all have the videos with them and everything else. I've had one of my assistants work on some of those links, so they were easy for me to go through and edit and all of that. But I started thinking about it. At some point, it dawned on me that this is part of my legacy that I'm eventually leaving, our kids, that I want to make sure it's easy for them to access. And I'm working a lot in the behind the scenes on organization right now because I can't even find some of my stuff. So it needs organized, it needs a system that it can be easily handed off to someone else to be able to actually have. It's a great intellectual property. And in fact, with sheet music, I could work the rest of my days just putting out copies of things that I have actually written and already produced. It's a lot of material. I can produce a lot more. I have over 100 on the sheet music sites now, and I have some books. So it's a lot of content. And then plus I have online courses and I have a lot of other things as well. I love creating content, but it needs to be organized systematically. So that's a little bit behind the scenes. It's, to be able to make it was a little bit even more of a driving force for me, just to make sure that I'm organized enough with the things that only I can do. It's pretty much I can do the copy. I don't always have to do all the links and to find the links, but I need to be able to do the copy it because I know what the songs were about. I know what the production was like. And also one more thing, which was kind of funny this week, that actually the last couple weeks, I have worked for the Disney organization for over 20 years, and I've been an independent contractor, and because I was doing a lot of other things between main headline shows and speaking and other things, writing, that I've only decided to do that, part-time as a sub. And so, but I've worked a lot of different jobs for them, a lot of different types of events, but now they are deciding that they're ending that independent contracting and going on to employees. So at this stage of my life, I am becoming an employee, a cast member. And I was kind of laughing about this because they're not going to be discriminatory as far as age and all of that. But we kept thinking, well, maybe, they're going to put younger people in, but there's not a lot of younger people that can do exactly what we do, which is it's an inspiration for many to really develop your skills, because there are things that I do that not a lot of people do, as far as, especially in music. So anyway, that was kind of, I was just kind of laughing at that at this stage, and thrilled actually. Looking forward, but you have to go through this whole process again of, being an employee and going to orientation. And even though I know so much about the company, it was just kind of interesting, and the things that are developing there. So pretty soon I will be a full-on cast member and still doing a lot of the same things with the available to sub and taking. I already have dates on the calendar again. Of course, I put those on. So anyway, it was just kind of fun thinking about that, and an encouragement to others too, to keep your skills up, to keep enjoying life, and to do the things that you want to do. Because on our interview, I was asked, why do you want to do this? I said, well, I really enjoy the job. I love coming and doing the job that I do for Disney, and people seem to enjoy it. So I'd like to keep doing it. So that is a fun place to be with your work. So I hope you have that as well. So that's a little behind the scenes, with the little details that we have. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully it inspired you in some area today of just to take care of your content, and also to realize that you have great worth and great value, and to really evaluate what you're doing and make sure you're loving what you're doing as well. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. Connect with me. Make sure you've got our newsletter, goalsforyourlife.com/newsletter. It's a wonderful newsletter that comes out every single week, a couple times a week. We don't spam you. And it just updates you on all the. I usually put my live streams in there. I put other things in there that are going on currently, so you can keep up in case social media. It's just so busy. So this comes right into your inbox, and also you can get a hold of me, Deborah Johnson, speaker, or DJ Works Music. So thanks again for being with me today, and I'll look forward to being with you again